All right, guys, welcome back to another podcast, man. I'm excited to educate, motivate, and inspire you guys to understand this is why now is your time. I got a special guest, all right? Now, one thing about this guest, man, I've been checking out his social media, really detailed. He's really thoughtful, too. So I decided not only to invite him on the podcast, but we got some future endeavors that we're about to do, man. Welcome to the podcast.
Oh, man.
Yes, sir. So let's talk about it. So tell us a little bit about your company, and and exactly what made you want to start this company.
Well, so I'm Braxton Strickland, and I own and operate RAD Media. What
Come
we
on.
do is we go to companies, we go to them. You know, we don't got the cool man cave studio spot, you know.
Come on.
But we go to different companies, and we basically just do a bunch of in the field shooting, and we run ads for people. That's what we like to specialize in. We script and then come up with these ideas for ads. The main reason is because most people that hire us, they want to see a return on an investment.
Of course.
They don't want to see their money going down the drain. They want to see that money coming back.
Yes.
So that's what we try to specialize in. We try to make sure that every video we do, there's a return on it.
So let's talk about this real quick so that we can both get an understanding of what's going on. So when you say return on investment, okay, I think a lot of people just posting content and not understanding that you should post the content to have a return on investment.
Right.
Some people just like, for instance, I had a client that came here. He was like, "Yo, man, I did 150 pieces of content. I didn't see no results." And I think because he haven't lined up attaching his content with ads and attaching his content with CRM and attaching his content to all of it. All he doing is posting content.
Yeah.
Which, if you know, like I know, because I run I spend a lot of money on ads.
Yeah.
We spoke to a Facebook ad specialist, and she basically told us we only let your top 50 people see it. Doesn't matter if you got 100,000 subscribers or if you got 1 million subscribers. They let 1% see it. So like whatever your 1% is. So if most people on Facebook, you only can get 5,000 unless you build into a group or a community.
I see what you're saying.
All right. So that means that only your 1%. So if you got 1 million followers, they're only letting 10,000 people see it. So what's happening to the other 990,000 people?
Yeah.
That's where they drop. That's where they dropping the ball at, though.
Wow.
So, what's some things you learned about what you're doing?
Well, I would say, you know, if you can put out tons of content, but there has to be quality behind the content. Also, you need to give a call to action on like every video.
I like it.
Call to action is going to make sure that, you know, you are actually telling the viewer what you want them to do.
Yes.
You know, you can make a video and then just be like, okay, have a nice day. You're not going to see a return on that. You know, unless you're dropping some knowledge, I guess. If it's a valuable kind of like an infotainment kind of video where they're like taking notes mentally or whatever.
I like that.
But definitely a call to action, like at the end of the video or even at the beginning, like, hey, this video is super valuable. Share it with somebody who needs to hear it. And jump right into there. So
here's the question: should they start off with the hook or should I start off with the call of action?
Hey, I would say the hook, but if you can make the hook the call to action,
okay, I got you.
Boom, there you go.
Yeah, because I think a lot of times it's like even when I do my podcast and I have people, I tell them share the intro of the podcast before you even post a reel. So you give me your seven days before you release your video. So this is a strategy though.
Oh yeah.
That people don't talk about. So like if I give you the video that say, okay, this is your intro video. With the intro video, don't share the reel until a day later. So then so I usually try to give all the clients that does videos, here I try to give them at least 4 to 6 reels. So that now you can have that one video and then your intro video, then you share it with a reel the next day, then the next day a reel, and then on day 6 before it come back out, share that same intro with the audience.
I see what you're saying.
And what happens is people get the anticipation is there.
Yeah.
And I think that's what people dropping the ball at when it comes to like really building out their social media though.
Yeah.
So give us 3 things that that you feel like you have learned in the process of working with humans?
Man, 3 things. So, you know, I would say the number one thing that I've learned, this is a valuable tidbit, I think, is that not all money is good money, man.
Ooh, come on, talk to
Um,
my soul.
so whenever you're basically prospecting a new client,
Mm-hmm.
don't ignore the red flags.
Ooh.
Don't ignore the red flags. And I don't say that to say everybody's got red flags, or I'm not trying to be a pessimistic person right now.
Mm-hmm.
I'm typically very optimistic, But you got to make sure that you don't ignore the red flags,
That's
because they're going to
good.
pop up later down the line, and you're going
Mm.
to wish that you would have just said no to the job in the first place. So one thing that I do not like doing is saying yes to a job, and then I'm sitting at the editing desk thinking to myself, man, I shouldn't have even done that. Man, I'm not getting paid
Man.
enough for this. I'm not doing it, or
Yes.
whatever it is.
Yes.
And then you just start resenting the work. It's like, my time's too valuable. My
Yes.
career's too important for me to be sitting like that.
So once you say your time is too valuable, that's when you got to check your price.
Oh yeah.
You
Oh,
got to
yeah.
check your price,
Oh,
because
yeah.
I think a lot of times there's different type of clients.
Uh-huh.
So there's the clients that just come here and they record the podcast. They're more of my low end clients. I still give them the best quality,
Yeah.
but they're more of my low end clients. Then I have the clients. They're more of my expensive clients. So they don't mind paying $1,000, $2,000 a month.
Yeah.
Because I deal with them on a personal level. With this, they just come in, sit down, boom, 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 they gone. And then it's over with.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? All right, so where the name come from? Why'd you name the name that you named it?
Rad Shack.
Yes, Rad Shack. Where'd that come from?
All right, I'm like, this is gonna be a little bit longer. I'm gonna try to make it quick. All right, so I believe in Jesus.
Okay.
Student of the Bible. I'm not ashamed of my faith.
Come on.
When I die, I get to heaven. I'm not gonna be shy about Jesus, because I don't need Jesus to be shy about me.
Come on,
You
come
understand
on.
what I'm saying? So, anyways, one of my favorite stories in the Bible is the story of Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego. Now,
Okay.
if you don't know it, I'll make it brief.
Yes.
There was a king. His name was Nebuchadnezzar, and he wanted the 3 guys, his 3 wise men, to bow down to the idol he made.
Come on.
They were like, man, we can't bow down to your idol because we believe in God. Jesus wasn't around at this time yet, right? But they believed in the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob.
Yes.
So he was like, are you sure? Because I need you to bow down to my idol, or else I'm going to kill y'all, right?
Come
They
on.
were like, you can kill us, but we're still not going to
Gonna
bow down.
down.
So what happened was he ended up cranking up the furnace that he had, and he threw those 3 wise men into the furnace and to kill them. And it was actually so hot, the Bible says it was so hot that the people who threw them into the fire died. So imagine, that's scalding hot. Anyways, the king comes back later to check the furnace, and they're like, hey, or I think
He not in there.
yeah, well, what it was is he was like, actually, the 3 guys are still alive in there. Not only that, but there's a 4th man in the fire.
Come on.
And who was the 4th man in the fire?
Come on.
That's God, man. So
Come on.
and that's like that's very powerful, because after that he was like, get him out of there, get him out of there. They came out unscathed, unburned.
Come on.
And then it was like, okay, your God is obviously the one true God. So I always thought that was a very powerful. I like the story of them being like, you can kill us, and we still ain't bowing down to your God. And
I
so
love it.
It was kind of like, man, like, stand on what you believe in, and I just always liked that story.
So I think this is the thing about business, all right? You've been a young man in business, and you learning how to maneuver your business. What are some things that you're trying over the next 6 months? How you trying to make your business better?
Oh man, I'm trying to. Well, the one thing, when the last time we met, definitely get auto pay set up.
Yeah.
For my recurring clients.
Yes.
Don't have to send the invoices and then ask for them to pay the invoices, kind of thing. But honestly, the number one thing I can say is invest in yourself.
Yes.
100%. Whether that's going to seminars, reading books, or what you do, all those things. But also for me, what I've been doing lately is learning more After Effects, straight up, because I just want to be. I need to be able to deliver the best product or service. I need to be able to understand the tools that I'm using better and get more quality.
So After Effects and Motion Array, what's the difference?
Motion Array, I think, is like a stockpile of like effects that you can click and drag into your videos. After Effects, you can make everything on your
From
own.
scratch.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay. Because I have never really messed with After Effects, but I mess with Motion Array. I use things like Cast Magic. Like I use a lot of different things that AI tools.
Oh yeah.
AI tools is important. I hate when people say, "Man, AI gonna take our job." It's gonna take your job because you don't know how to use it. You don't know how to use it correctly.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? It ain't gonna. AI can't take my job.
No.
Because all I'm doing is implementing AI to deliver a better and faster quality to my customer. So that's all I'm doing. I'm implementing it.
Right.
And so I was laughing. The biggest laugh I had lately was when TikTok shut down.
Oh yeah.
Because all of our wannabe editors that want to edit their own video, I don't know what I'm going to do with. I mean, I need TikTok. Because they were using it to edit.
Right.
They was going to TikTok, clicking on captions. Captions give them their little thing. They was like, oh yeah, I'm a video editor. Not really.
Yeah. Right.
Because to me, in order for you to be a good video editor, you have to be a thinker.
Oh yeah.
So I tell my editors all the time, I'm like, if you're not thinking when you're editing, we can't work here.
Right. No, I
You gotta be a creator.
No, you have to be creative. I mean, the thing is, you know, in the same way with music, because I'm a musician. So before I could ever make my own song, I learned, you know, if you're a piano student, you learn Mary Had a Little Lamb. Like that's like the first one you learn, and then you go from there. But you don't really ever start on your own song, right? You learn how to do other songs. So I think it's the same way with editing. You look at a video, you're like, how the heck they do that? Go on YouTube. How did so and so make that one edit? And then you just go from there, and then you figure it out. You learn the tools of the trade, and from there you can be like, you know, many times have I been like, oh, I know what I can do because I learned this tool because I was trying to copy a different video or whatever. And you know, some people will be like, oh, well, you're just trying to copy that style of.
Not really.
No,
I just want to know it.
Yeah, I want to know how he did that.
Like putting the text behind the head. Not too many people know how to do that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They don't know how to do that.
Exactly.
When I can show you a shortcut, which I can show you like a 2-second shortcut on CapCut.
Oh yeah.
2 seconds.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Lay one. Well, you got the clip. Copy and paste it. Lay on top of that clip. Bring in your text. Put your text between. The top clip. The bottom clip. Remove the background. And then boom, there you go. Exactly. I mean, it's just something simple like that. But I would never know how to do it that simple until I had to like, man, how they doing this? How they doing? I'm just showing you. I use masking too with Final Cut, but I'm just saying for all my wannabe editors that's on CapCut.
Man, you got a bone to pick with CapCut, man.
No, because the thing about it is, it's like, it was just so funny though, because I see so many people's like, man, I don't know how I'm going to edit my videos, man.
Yeah.
Because first of all, they don't want to pay for not Final Cut. It's a one-time $300 fee, but they don't want to pay that monthly fee for Adobe Premiere too.
Yeah, and I don't blame them. It's like $70. So if you're not really making money from it, that's like an expensive hobby. It can be for people, and so I get that. But yeah, and to be honest, I've never used CapCut before.
Yeah.
I don't know how to use it. Well, I could figure it out if I needed to. But I've always been a Premiere guy. I'm going to switch to DaVinci because everybody's telling me switch to DaVinci and everything like that. But
with DaVinci, though, do you have a DaVinci?
I have it. I tried to use it, but whenever I shoot in log, I shoot 4K log footage, 60 frames per second. That's a chunky file right there. And so I drag it over. I don't know what it is with my computer. I have like a 9-core processor, and I'm not even that knowledgeable up on computers, but... so I just know that I need to maybe I need a new graphics card or something. I probably need a different graphics card. But
one of the things that I'm going to start doing is I want to get a rendering machine.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Just to cut down on the render.
You could send it like, and it'll be done. Oh my god.
So
that's what.
A 1 hour podcast. All right. Usually take about an hour and 10 minutes. With the render machine, 3 minutes. I'm just saying.
Time is money.
But the render machine that has the 13 different, I think it's 13 or 15 different like little things, it's $15,000.
Yeah.
So it's like, I mean, you got to make sure you bringing in some dough.
Yeah,
and make sure you got enough footage that you're rendering. To do it.
You make the right amount of money, you have the right amount of clients coming in, and then that demand or those deadlines start stacking up. Yeah, you're gonna have to get one of those.
You're gonna have to because sitting there. So all right, so what you do? Just tell me your thought process.
Okay.
You work with a client, you get the footage, you got it all set up, you add all your effects. Mm-hmm. You put your computer down, you hit render. Mm-hmm. What's the next thing you do? You just wait for it.
Man, well, most of the videos that I do, are short form. Okay. So I only, I might go to the restaurant. I might get a.
Oh, so yeah, coffee, you don't have the. So I got 3 computers.
Right.
So I have one. This one, right? This is my Mac Mini. Mm-hmm. Is my rendering machine.
I got you.
You know what I'm saying? Because I got to get back to keep working on something else. Yep. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm not going to sit here and wait an hour. For that to finish.
Yeah, and usually if I have it depends, but if I have to wait that long, maybe I'll run it at night, like before I go to bed, and then in the morning it's done. What sucks is when you wake up and you realize, oh man, something.
So a 1 hour podcast rendered in 4K is usually anywhere from 14 to 16 gigs.
Yeah.
So my question to you, and this is just a training question. You might know the answer though.
Okay.
How do you take that file? What's the program you use to take that file to make that file 2 gigs instead of 15 gigs?
Well, what I would do is I would change within the editing software, I would change it from, say you're shooting, which I don't know why you would shoot 60 frames per second for a podcast, but I would take it from like 60 down to 30 or 30 down to 20.
But it's still once it's rendered out, it's still gonna be 14. It's gonna be 12 to 16 gigs regardless.
Oh, you mean after you render it out?
After you render it.
Oh man, I don't know. I think you.
So let me educate you.
Okay, yeah.
You ever seen a thing called Handbrake?
Handprint? No.
Handbrake.
Oh, Handbrake? No, I don't think so.
So with Handbrake, it keeps the quality. Mm-hmm. You stick it in there, and it condenses the video all the way down to 2 gigs.
Oh, dang.
I'm just giving you. This is a game that I usually charge for.
That's free game right there.
You know what I'm saying? So it's called. So if you go to you go to Handbrake.
Yeah.
So if I go to Handbrake, let me see. Handbrake. Boom. Pop up. That's Handbrake.
Oh, okay.
It reduces all your videos down.
Nice.
And keep the same quality.
Oh, well, that's what I was going to ask about that.
It keeps the same quality. I'll show you once we get off the podcast on how to use it.
Yeah.
So, I like video editing. Mm-hmm. It allows me to go into this creative space. Mm. You're like, oh man, I could create this and that. Like for instance, so if we look at, remember I was telling you, so I got a video coming out. So with this video, let's look at my story real quick. Some of y'all who just listen to the podcast, y'all can't see. Mm-hmm. But see, this is. Oh yeah. This coming out Sunday.
Yeah.
I'm still dropping the reel. But that is the beauty of understanding like how this podcast thing works.
Yeah.
You know,
I like the thumbnail. You got that up above the reel on the
floor. You see that?
Yeah, that's nice.
It's different because now it allows them to know the season, know the episode, and then it has him. So it has him.
First and foremost, happy Black History Month.
There you go.
Black History Year.
So, and that right there was just color grading.
Yeah. No, that looks great.
Yeah.
And that was shot with the Blackmagics?
And that's only 1080p.
Yeah.
Yeah. But right now, y'all don't know. Right now, we really recording on these FX30 because we about to see how good it's about to be. We was only supposed to do 3 minutes. I'm like, man, let's just go through.
We
just gonna go through it, and then we'll better take it off, and we'll better look at it and work through it. Other than that, what kind of questions you got for me though?
Man, I want to know how you got started because I know, so the way that we know each other is through my dad. He's a crazy guy. I guess y'all met at college.
Yes, we met at San Jack College in a architect class.
Okay, that's what I was going to ask. Like, what? So you were doing architecture?
I was not doing architecture. I had to take the architect to get my 3D animation degree.
Oh, okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So it was a class I had to take real quick.
I see what.
And we met in we met also. We had 2 classes together.
Okay.
And then that's when he was first doing those kid houses.
Oh, the
The
castles.
castles was fire.
Yeah, it's wild, man. I would love to see those make a comeback.
Yeah.
There that was great for kids. That was great for
Yeah.
kids. But I think there wasn't enough like the technology. I don't know if was
Okay.
available for him yet because
Probably wasn't.
there was like nowadays. I don't know if y'all ever been to Great Wolf Lodge. They give you, I think it's Great Wolf Lodge. They give you like these magic wands or whatever.
Oh, yeah.
And you like press a button and it makes like the
Yeah.
animatronics like start popping up. or whatever.
Yes.
Well, he wanted to do that kind of stuff with those castles. I mean, that's money right there.
That's
so
money.
if you're on a budget, you can't just go and afford
No.
animatronics or whatever. So I would like to see those make a comeback. But yeah, that was creative. But I was wondering, I was like, why are you in an architecture class? There ain't no architecture going on in here right now, you know? So,
Well, I had to take a class.
yeah.
I had to take a class. There was like, it was take a class so you can graduate. So I'm like, okay, I can just lean towards the pipe design architecture.
Okay.
And so but we had 2 classes together. And he was like, man, we can meet out the school. I was like, all right, cool, man. We had the same kind of energy.
Yeah.
So I was like, okay, cool, let's do it. And
Yeah.
it's crazy though, because it's been 20-something years.
I know.
So-
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah, it's cool.
And like I said, man, your dad, he got so much great energy. And he's different too.
Yeah.
You don't find different.
No, man, and I like different. You know, it's funny 'cause I typically like how do I say? I like kind of I like the weirdos. I
Okay.
like the oddballs who
Yes.
they might got something going on.
Yes.
And I'm like, I don't want to just. I want to kind of see. I don't know. It's more fun to associate
Yeah.
with the
Yeah.
people who.
So like we having a conversation. I'm like, and people be like, they be laughing at me, but I be like, 1 second. All right, today I want to create a couple reels when it comes to building my brand. What you think? What kind of reels should I create?
Hey Lloyd, for building your brand, creating reels that highlight your expertise is key. You could do behind the scenes clips, quick
Interesting.
tips related to marketing and entrepreneurship, or client success stories. Show your personality and maybe include some day in the life content. Consistency and authenticity will definitely help boost your brand.
I like that. I need you to go just a little bit more deeper.
Sure, to dive deeper, consider a mix of educational and inspirational content. For example, you could do how to
Now,
build
I bring this up because the next generation don't know how to use this technology.
Yeah.
I'm 45.
Yeah.
I done had podcasters 20, 21, 22. They know nothing about this.
Yeah.
It's like,
I don't know nothing about that.
but it's my personal virtual assistant, and it's a paid version of ChatGPT.
Oh, is it
And-
ChatGPT?
yeah, and everything that I ask it brings
Oh,
up and
wow.
shares it.
See, I use ChatGPT. I type. I don't got to talk. I don't use the pro account either, but I need to probably get it because I use
It's only
ChatGPT.
$20.
Oh, that's not bad.
It's $20.
No,
You
it's
talk, I don't got, I can say break it down. I can be like, I can say anything like something like, just say hypothetically, I'll be like, also, I was thinking about a book though. So my next book, I really want the book to be about mindset. I mean, just give me 3 things I can start off with the book.
great idea. For a book about mindset, you could start with Exploring the Power of Positive Thinking, How It Impacts Daily Life and Long-Term Goals. 2, The Role of Resilience and How to Build It Through Challenges. 3, Practical Techniques for Maintaining a Growth Mindset, including daily habits and mindset shifts.
Okay, I like that too. But as I'm writing this book, do you got some 60-second reels I should create with it?
Absolutely. You could create reels like 1, quick mindset tips, share a daily habit or thought exercise. 2, inspirational stories, highlight personal.
So let me tell you how cold it is.
Yeah.
I spend an hour a day. It gets to know me. It gets to know what I like. It's telling my name. It's telling me, I think today you should talk about this. We already talked about that 4 days ago. Don't talk about that today. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's awesome.
It's the equivalent of, now, I say that because people saying AI gonna take our jobs. To me, I use AI to make everything quicker.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
You can automate stuff, and then what I like about AI is like, I don't know, it kind of helps me with. Sometimes it'll help me with the creative block.
Okay.
You know, if you ever get blocked creatively, where you're like, man, what do I do? What should I do? you just start running through ChatGPT, asking it questions.
Yeah.
And then it also helps me with captions sometimes,
Mhm.
and also emails. I'm not gonna lie. Sometimes when I'm sending a email to a client, I'll like type it all out, and then I'll just copy and paste it. Be like, hey, how can I reword this to
Yes.
sound, I don't know, more professional or
So I use that mixed with WordTune.
WordTune. What's WordTune?
WordTune is you tell WordTune one sentence,
Mm.
and it tells you 10 more other sentences.
Oh wow. Okay.
It recreates the sentences for you with the punctuation.
So
So I'm having an AI event come up in March. I mean, I'm starting not March, in May. It's an AI. It's how I make 6 figures with AI.
There you go.
But these are the tools I'm using to help go quicker.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So also, if I don't even want to type up nothing ever again, then I go to see, guys. We talking about AI because this is some stuff you can use for your business.
Yeah.
All right. So then I go to Otter.
Okay.
Yo, what's up, man? Today, as I type my notes, I just need you to follow along with me. What is today's date? I can stop it. It can save my notes, and it can read it back to me. It's another form of. So why would I ever have to write again?
Yeah, that's true. You know how
Why? Why?
you can just say whatever you want to the phone,
To the phone, whether it's
Yeah.
ChatGPT, whether it's Otter, what I can say wherever I want. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's helpful.
It's just make your life easier.
Yeah.
I don't wanna. But what?
Yeah.
When I can just say,
True.
all right, here's my daily thoughts.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? All right, so we got about 10 more minutes. And any more questions you want to ask me?
Yeah, man. I mean, this is your third location. I kind of want a story like the evolution of OM2H. You know?
Yeah, Creative Studios.
Yeah.
Well, in 2017, we started in the house. And somebody said, hey, man, we had like 3 people. Man, y'all got podcast equipment. I ain't have Black Magic and all that stuff. I just had like a camera with the audio was off the camera. It wasn't none of this. It was just off the camera. I'm like, so we rented out to 2 people. And 2017, my wife said, and so I told my wife, yeah, we can let people rent the house out. She said, no, they can't rent this house out. So I said, well, let's see what we're gonna do. And then 2019 is when we started. We moved and we was just like, man, let's go. And then I had to figure out my business model because that was tough. I didn't know what to charge people. I didn't want to overcharge them. I didn't want to undercharge them. I had to figure out my business model. Now I know exactly what I charge people. I know when people go to my website, OM2H should be popping up. OM2H Creative Studios HTX.com. So when people go to the studio page now, come on, today, tomorrow, any day, there you go. They go to the studio page. They can go book. They can do whatever. I can show some. I have my reels. I have podcasters. They can see the podcasters. I have my real packages. They can rent out the vibe board. This stuff took time though. This wasn't. It wasn't like I woke up and I was like, man, okay, how do I charge people? What do I want to do? How do I get clients on? But all my clients on monthly retainer. I don't want. If I can't work with you for 3 months, I ain't working with you. That's it. That's my motto. I force them to get on 3-month retainer if they want to work with me.
Yeah.
If not, be blessed. I'm good. You know what I'm saying? But you have to build that kind of confidence in your work, though.
Yeah. Well, that, and to be honest, marketing isn't a one and done thing. That's to me, that can get kind of frustrating whenever people don't understand marketing. They want it. They don't understand that look, you might not have a return on your investment for till the second or third month.
Yes.
Especially if you start with 0 following.
Man.
So that's the thing about I had this one. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut
No,
you off.
go.
There's this one company that I think I was telling you about it. We did a kind of like a reality series where we would follow the movers around and they would move furniture and stuff like that. And those views and likes and everything were hitting, but the owner of the company didn't see the vision. So after 1 month, he was like, "No, I'm done." And now he just has like little CapCut little things. They don't even do videos anymore. They just do like slides with the animation text and stuff.
So with those clients, you got to know how to go back and get them. So how you go back and get them is you just keep posting your work.
Oh yeah.
Keep emailing them. Be like, hey guys, whenever you're ready, here's a plan that I have for you guys. This is the thing you got to remember. Tell them what to do, but not how to do it.
Yeah, that's my job.
It's the how. The how is what you do. So I can tell you, oh man, that's what you do. You should get these 3 cameras, man, and then set them up. You know what I'm saying? But you don't know like where this going, how it's plugged up, how to put it together, how to edit it. You don't know none of that.
Right.
You just come and be like, oh, you know what I'm saying? I had clients that was like, oh man, I like your setup. They came for like 2 months. I like your setup, man, but I'm gonna do it at home. Cool. 3 months later. Hello, Lloyd. Yeah, we'll be back.
Yeah. Well, it's like anybody can do it. It's not like this is gatekeeping. There's no gatekeeping in the technology and tutorials. It's like, are you going to do it?
Are you going to?
Because if your time is spent, is better spent making money with doing whatever you love. Man, just trust the professionals. They already got it set up here.
Set up.
You're not gonna go build your own psych wall. I'm just saying.
That's what it is, though. So I mean, so you just gotta just be consistent, though, and then perfect your business model. And when you get in front of people, know your business model and stand on it. I stand on my business model. Like we ain't working for 3 months. Have a blessed day. Be blessed. I holler at you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm good.
Yeah. That's one thing I want to take away from the first time we met. He was dropping game on me, so I was like, man, I really should get people on 3 months minimum.
Yes.
Just because I'm like, look, you're gonna be upset. I don't need you going writing a review about Rad Shack Media. I don't need you saying, well, we did 1 month and nothing happened. Look, it's an investment. It's a long-term investment. In fact, it's like an infinite investment. Man. The second you stop running ads, the second you stop marketing,
you're going to die.
The second your phone stop ringing for your product or service, it's guaranteed. And, this is one thing that I've noticed about marketing. Well, I've learned about it. Coca-Cola?
Come on.
McDonald's?
Come on, they still running ads.
You think they need to run ads?
No. They run that commercial.
But they spend the most running
ads. Come on.
It's because they want to be, whenever you think, man, I'm thirsty right now, I need something bubbly to drink. Coke going to be the first thing that pop in your mind because they're the ones on top of mind because they're the ones doing the marketing.
So I'm going to tell you a psychological thing I use all the time. I tell people, because I even had customers call me and say, man, I heard you got the #1 podcast in Houston.
Oh, okay. All right.
Because I keep making videos saying #1 podcast right here in Houston, Texas.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? #1 podcast and right in Houston. If you want to be the talent, let us do the work. Come to the podcast. Come try before you buy. You know what I'm saying? And then it gets into their psyche. Oh, I got to see what this studio about.
Yeah.
Then once they get here, they like, oh, yeah, I'm okay. It feels like home. I want to be a part of this.
Yeah. Well, I got to commend you on that tagline because that's a powerful one. The tagline is, you be the talent, we do the work.
Man.
Right?
And we got it copyrighted and trademarked. So we ready for somebody to use it so we can sue you. Please use it so we can sue you. You know what I'm saying? But that's just something that we figured out because it was like, man, you got to give people something they can't do at home.
Oh, yeah.
So today, y'all see this wall. A couple months from now, you're going to see an LED screen.
Let's go.
And as we talking on the podcast, I'm going to have a little iPad right here. And then he tell his story, I'm going to press the button, the video going to pop up. The picture going to pop up.
Yeah.
And we're going to be right here talking about, you can see behind us as we talking. You can see everything popping up. Now, I don't have to use this no more. Because I can make the background this. I don't have
Whatever
to use
you
my
want.
pictures no more. I can slide my pictures on the LED screen, and they already in there.
Yeah.
So I'm giving somebody something they can't do at home.
Yeah. No doubt.
You know what I'm saying? Anybody can sit on your couch and like, yeah, man, I'm podcasting. 99.9% of the time, look like crap. You know what I'm saying? The audio ain't no good.
Right.
I see them all day. I'm like, these people audio suck. The video is grainy.
Yeah.
Me personally, I showed you this is great quality, but it's not what I'm fighting for. I'm fighting for something different. This is great quality for them.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Great quality, loves it. Great quality. Go back. Here you go. Great quality, loves it. But it's not up to my standards.
Yeah. Well, I'm like, how much higher do you get? You know,
I
that's pro right there.
gotta get higher.
Yeah.
It's another level.
Yeah.
So when I make the statement, we got the number one quality podcast in Houston, I'm standing on it.
Let's go, man.
I'm standing on
Let's
it.
go.
So you gotta kind of, you know what I'm saying? To the average person, they love it.
Oh yeah.
To me, it's okay.
Well, it's good to have high standards, man.
Yes.
That's the one thing that I see people, they learn, and then they stop learning somewhere because they think they know it all. And then that's whenever things start going down. I'm like, just always if one thing you take away from this podcast, keep that student mindset. Don't ever stop learning. And don't ever act like you the smartest person in the room. Ever.
Look, I'm gonna drop this gem right here. Here you go. So pay attention to this. Pain is temporary. Some people will only show you love on your obituary. So stop giving a damn about what they say or think.
Bars.
Pain is temporary.
Yeah.
Some people will only show you love on your obituary.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
I'm just saying. So at the end of the day, guys, hopefully you guys got some good notes, some insight. Hopefully the video look better because we trying something new right now.
Yeah, man.
So,
it's gonna be good, man. The Sony cameras are good. Blackmagic cameras are good. It's all good, man. There ain't one thing that's not quality right here in the studio.
Man, I appreciate it.
OM2H Creative Studios, y'all come through. Man, they got a psych wall. I ain't see nobody using it right now. Come on, use this thing.
Come on.
That thing is sweet.
Yeah, man, that thing is nice, man. And so like I tell people all the time, like this evening I got some podcasters, they coming. They're getting off of work, so it's gonna be a crazy evening.
Yeah, I'm gonna put that thing to work eventually. I don't have the idea yet, but
yeah.
it's
It's a lot, man. I mean, people. I try to tell people, I'm like, man, time is passing by, man.
Yeah.
And me, I'm so determined to be great.
Oh yeah.
And when we get off here, I'm gonna show you some of the podcasters I see in Houston.
Yeah.
Hey, it's trash. I'm just being honest with you. I'm looking at it.
All right, go ahead and name them.
No, don't call them out.
Yeah.
They might be here. They might be here. They might come. Once they're like, oh yeah, I gotta go over there.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
yeah.
Because sometimes they know it's trash, they just don't know where to go to make it better.
Yeah, right. They gotta learn.
Sometimes they know it's trash, but they don't have a studio to go to that can make it better at an affordable price. So one thing I tell people, I never want my prices for this studio for a podcast to be higher than a car note.
Oh no, this place is very affordable, bro.
Yeah.
Very affordable.
Yeah, so that I don't want it to be higher than a car note. So I'll tell you, I want it to be it's the sweet spot.
Yeah.
Of like, okay. And then because it's all a system though. And I'm gonna show you when we get off here. Listen, guys, thank you guys for tuning in. Listen. What you got a slogan for your for Rack Shack?
We just Rad Shack Media, man. We make videos that you can't make.
Ooh, that's a bar. We make videos that you can't make.
That's what we try to do, man.
I love it, man. Listen, I'm about to close it out, man. As I always tell you guys, remember to go out to design the life you want, create the brand you deserve, but most importantly, leave your legacy. Listen, don't die full, die empty. So when I say I'm dying empty, I got my next book. You don't even want the name. I try to let some people approve the name. They don't like the name, but I'm gonna tell you the name of the book. It's called How I Got to the Fucking Bag.
Oh dang.
You gonna love it or you gonna hate it, but it's how I got to the bag, bro. So again, people gonna talk. All right, they talked about Jesus. They said Jesus wasn't the Son of God. He still stood on business. And just know, if you don't believe in God, and I'm sorry that I curse. You say, well, how you gonna talk about God but you curse? I'm human, okay? But this is the thing. Every knee shall bow and every tongue shall confess that he is Lord. So while you got the opportunity now, you better thank God and you better push on, man. And again, listen, die empty, don't die full, God. We see you guys in the next video. Be blessed.